ये जो आपका जो लेटर आया है 2020 का, उसमें किस तरह से आपको इंटीमेशन किया गया है कि ये जो कंपनी है ओरेवा ने अपने लेटर पे लिख कर कहा है कि टेम्पररी रेनोवेशन के बाद में उसको वो ओपन करेंगे सर? बिकॉज यू आर नॉट आंसरिंग, वी विल हैव टू डू दिस. So you're not giving any answers, sir. That is not the way that it needs to be done. There are 135 people that have lost their lives, sir.
Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren in big trouble, summoned by the Enforcement Directorate as proof emerges against him in the illegal mining scam. Former Jharkhand Mukti Morcha treasurer records statement in the Jharkhand mining scam, makes sensational revelations. 3 days on, Orewa owners on the run in Gujarat. Their lawyers call bridge collapse an act of God. Caught on tape, SFI leader in Kerala issues a chilling threat to college principal. Another notice to Mehbooba for eviction of government bungalow allotted new residents. Days after Rajnath declared mission POK, army says ready and waiting for the government orders. NCR chokes Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, complains Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab washes hands off. They blame everyone but themselves as stubble burning continues. Getting in the latest details of the investigation that's been carried out against The Wire, it's now picked momentum. Former employee of The Wire to be questioned by the crime branch tomorrow. He has been asked to appear around 11 o'clock in the national capital. Devesh Kumar, remember, he is the man on whom The Wire has now pinned the blame, saying that it is he who got the story. It is he who got in touch with the source. It is he who finally published the report. Remember, The Wire has completely put the blame, or rather passed the buck, on Devesh Kumar. Devesh Kumar, in all likelihood, will be questioned by the Delhi Police Crime Branch. This comes days after the Delhi Police Crime Branch had carried out multiple searches connected to the founding editors of The Wire. Remember, The Wire essentially says that they are now being targeted only because of their reportage. But the fact of the matter is that multiple reports that The Wire had published, they've now retracted only because they've got the facts completely wrong. And we're now being told that The Wire has now made an attempt to put the entire blame on Devesh Kumar. Remains to be seen how exactly would The Wire now respond, given the fact that the crime branch is essentially looking at the culpability of the founding editors of The Wire. The final checks were basically put in place by the founding editor of The Wire. Well, the Enforcement Directorate has summoned Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren for questioning tomorrow in a money laundering case linked to alleged illegal mining in the state. Soren has been asked to appear before the Federal Probe Agency as its regional office in the state capital, Ranchi, around 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. The Enforcement Directorate had earlier arrested his political aide Pankaj Mishra and Bachchu Yadav and Prem Prakash in this case. Now, Republic has accessed the statement of former JMM Treasurer recorded by the Enforcement Directorate. The JMM Treasurer has revealed that Jharkhand Chief Minister directed Pankaj Mishra to directly hand over the funds coming from Santhal Parganas from stone mining and sand mining business to Prem Prakash. He even said Prem Prakash is a very close aide of Soren and one Amit Agarwal. The Treasurer also revealed that Pooja Singhal, who was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate, was given additional charge of mining secretary due to the proximity with Agarwal. Here's a report, and then we get you the latest report.
Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren is in ED net. The Enforcement Directorate has asked Jharkhand Chief Minister to appear before Ranchi office on November 3rd at 11:30 am. The summons comes a month after ED's massive searches and seizures. 47 searches were conducted throughout the country, leading to seizure of 5.37 crore rupees and much more evidence. ED has also seized AK-47, a passbook and a checkbook, including 2 signed checks of Soren from the home of his alleged close associate Pankaj Mishra. Republic has accessed the stunning 162-page mining charge sheet that names the Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren. As part of the probe, ED has recorded the statement of former treasurer of JMM. JMM treasurer revealed in the investigation that Chief Minister had directed Pankaj Mishra to directly hand over the funds coming from the Santal Parganas from stone mining and sand mining business to Prem Prakash, who is allegedly close to Soren. ED also revealed that AK-47 recovered from Prem Prakash belongs to 2 security staff of the Chief Minister, implying that Chief Minister's security staff was discharging duties at the residence of the mining scam accused Prem Prakash. Among the other recoveries from accused Pankaj Mishra's residence were incriminating files linked to Soren, checkbooks and bank details of Hemant Soren.
What I've been witnessing is that, of course, Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren is engulfed in the corruption case, and that too a mining scam, in which 3 close associates of Hemant Soren, the Jharkhand Chief Minister, has been already arrested. One is Pankaj Mishra, who is the MLA representative from Barhat. Second is Dahu Yadav, who is a criminal who runs the illegal mining scam. And third is Prem Prakash, from whose residence AK-47 rifle were recovered, and apparently those AK-47 rifle belong to the constables, the Jawans who were supposed to man the Chief Minister of Jharkhand.
While BJP has claimed a scam of 1,000 crores and welcomed the ED move,
इसलिए जनता भी आज 32 महीने की सरकार में भ्रष्टाचार की प्रतीक बन चुकी है। झारखंड उससे निजात पाना चाहती है ऐसे सरकार से। अगर आपने खनिज संपदा को लूटा है, आर्थिक अपराध किया है, तो कानून सम्मत कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। ये झारखंड की जनता की चाहत है।
JMM alleged vendetta politics by the center.
ईडी पर बदले की भावना का आरोप नहीं है। बदले की भावना केंद्र सरकार की है, जो हमारे राजनीतिक विरोधी। जहां तक रही ईडी की जो बातें सामने आई, हम लोगों को भी जानकारी मिला, तो ईडी ठीक है, ईडी अपना काम करेगा।
Soren-led JMM is now looking for a way to deal with the situation, with an urgent meet of UPA MLAs being the first step. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Getting in some more breaking news right now, sensational details. Republic TV has now accessed the statement that has been given by the former JMM treasurer, in which he makes a mention of the fact that the Chief Minister had directly given orders to Pankaj Mishra. Pankaj Mishra has also been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. The funds from the mining business were basically transferred on the Chief Minister's orders. 162-page ED probe papers have been accessed by Republic TV, in which Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren has now been named. In fact, there have been recoveries that have also been made. In fact, we'll try and put out the details of the recovery in a short while from now. Perhaps let's just put that out, because that brings in more questions about the role of the Jharkhand Chief Minister. And this is the list that we have now accessed of the recoveries that have been made by the Enforcement Directorate. A quick check of those. We are given to understand incriminating files were recovered by the Enforcement Directorate from Prem Prakash's chartered accountant. One yellow color file that was marked as April 2019 to June 2022. All bank details of Hemant Soren. One orange color file that has been marked as Hemant Soren. That too from the residence of accused Pankaj Mishra. The Enforcement Directorate has also recovered one sealed envelope containing passbook and 2 checkbooks, accounts in the name of Hemant Soren. Let me also bring in our senior editor, Prakash, who is now in Ranchi, who's been tracking all the details. Prakash, first, I just would like to get a sense of what's really happening in Ranchi, because information really coming in that the Chief Minister is essentially strategizing for tomorrow. Possibility of a large gathering of the JMM workers tomorrow. Is there a possibility that the Chief Minister is going to respond to the summons that have been issued to him?
Well, I'm here outside the Chief Minister's residence in Ranchi, and the MLAs of the UP have started coming in, and they would chart out the future course of strategy as far as this ED summon is concerned. Now, getting back to the point regarding the ED summons you asked, it is most likely that Hemant Soren would give it a skip as far as the investigations and interrogation by the ED is concerned. He had confabulations and deliberations with his legal team, and they are likely to skip not once, but as a part of the strategy, they would skip it 3-4 times as they have done it in the past and become a martyr. And as a part of the opposing this ED.
Can you get the latest images now of West Bengal Chief Minister meeting Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin? In fact, they're likely to speak to the media in a short while from now. We'll cut across to our reporters getting us the latest details. Mamata Banerjee and MK Stalin's joint news briefing that's going to take place in a short while from now. They've started interacting with the media. Let's listen.
அவருக்கு வர வேண்டும், என்னுடைய விருந்தினராக வர வேண்டும் என்று அழைப்பு கொடுத்திருக்கிறார்கள். இந்த அழைப்பை நானும் ஏற்றுக்கொண்டேன்.
நாடாளுமன்ற தேர்தல் பணிகளை திமுக தொடங்கி இருக்கிறது.
இது மரியாதை சந்திப்பு தான், தேர்தல் சந்திப்பு இல்லை. தேர்தல் கொடுத்த பேசல, அரசியல் கொடுத்த பேசல. எனவே மரியாதை சந்திப்பு தான் வந்தாங்க தவிர வேற எதுவும் இல்லை. அது அவங்களே சொல்லுவாங்க.
Challenge is just like my brother, and I met personally, and it was a courtesy meeting. Though the program was not fixed up earlier, my honorable governor requested me to attend some family function, so that for that purpose I came in Chennai. But without Stalin, how can I go from Chennai? So I think that it is my duty to meet Stalin ji and to have a cup of coffee, what is popular in Chennai. And we said namaste and vanakkam.
Will this extend into a political meeting soon?
You see, the two political leaders are together, then we can talk something. What may not be political interest of the people, but maybe something for development and other thing also. And I think development is better than political work.
We are asking this because just like in West Bengal,
how do you see that, and can we see?
I will not say I will not make any comments about any political party.
now we are asking this because just like in West Bengal, in Tamil Nadu also the ruling government has issues with the Govt. So we thought that will you be discussing about that or your comments on that?
No, that we didn't discuss. I said it is absolutely a personal, a courtesy, and a brother and sister relation. Now you can guess whether it is political or social or cultural. Everything is mixed up.
Thank you.
Well, Mamata Banerjee not really revealing the details of the meeting that has taken place between her and MK Stalin, calling MK Stalin as her brother, saying that she had to be in Chennai and a visit to Chennai without meeting MK Stalin wouldn't really be enough. But this comes at a time when the opposition parties are basically trying to cobble up an alliance ahead of the 2024 elections. Remember, Trinamool Congress and the DMK have been positioning themselves. In fact, the Trinamool Congress is trying to position themselves at the forefront of that third front. These are the latest images now coming in of Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, leaving from the residence of MK Stalin. A short while back, MK Stalin also addressed the media. We'll try and get you the details of the meeting that transpired earlier in the day in Chennai. Well, shifting back on the story that we got to you, the illegal mining scam which is now haunting the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. In fact, the Enforcement Directorate has named the Chief Minister in the charge sheet. However, not as an accused, but in various statements that have been recorded by the Enforcement Directorate. A sensational revelation essentially being made by the Treasurer of JMM, who says that the funds from the mining business was basically transferred on the Chief Minister's orders. It is the Chief Minister who directly gave orders to Pankaj Mishra, who's a close aide, and Pankaj Mishra has also been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. He's now been asked to appear before the Enforcement Directorate's Ranchi office tomorrow around 11 o'clock in the morning. Whether at all he is going to respond to the summons is something that we'll have to wait and watch, because there's been no official confirmation that's taken place. But political developments really taking place in Ranchi. We'll try and go across to our colleague, senior editor Prakash, who's joining us on this broadcast. So, Prakash, you were pointing out that it's unlikely that Hemant Soren is going to appear before the Enforcement Directorate. It's a massive embarrassment given the fact that his own men have actually exposed him. Republic TV is now in possession of the statement that has been given by the former JMM Treasurer, who says that the orders came directly from the Chief Minister to hand over the business to Pankaj Mishra.
Well, as far as Hemant Soren is concerned, and the three people mainly who have been charge sheeted in this case and are behind the bus. These are the visuals of MLAs entering inside the Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren's premises, and there you see the large cavalcade inside that has assembled for the meeting here. The MLAs are assembling for the meeting. There you see MLAs entering inside the Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren residence to chart out the future course of his strategy emanating from the ED summons that has been issued to Hemant Soren. Now, as far as these three people who have been named in the FIR, the Pankaj Mishra, Prem Prakash, as well as Dahu Yadav, they are all close associates, and one more CA Amit Agarwal. And Sawan, in the last 5-6 months, 47 raids were conducted, and 90 cash to the tune of 19 crore have been recovered. And as you have been pointing out, that certain files marked as Hemant Soren and bank documents and several other documents have been recovered from the raid premises. And there you see these MLAs making entry inside the
चर्चा करने दीजिए, फिर ना बताएंगे। चर्चा होने दीजिए तब बताएंगे।
मंत्री जी सब एकजुट है ना?
हाँ,
सब एकजुट हैं।
कौन लोग? अच्छा, जाने दे दीजिए। देखिए, अच्छा अभी हम आ रहे हैं ना, वहाँ से आने दीजिए, उसके बाद बताएंगे। अच्छा भैया, अभी हमको आने दीजिए तब ना बताएंगे। झूठे बोले क्या आपको?
यहाँ पर क्या चीज के लिए बुलाया गया आप लोग?
अब क्या चीज के लिए बुलाया, आप तो देखिए ना, बता रहे हैं। आ रहे हैं तब बात करेंगे, चिंता मत कीजिए।
मंत्री जी क्या डिस्कस होगा? क्या डिस्कस होगा?
So there you see one of the ministers in Jharkhand cabinet, Banna Gupta, is clearly saying that they're all going. So they're all tight-lipped about what will happen in the meeting. But as far as we're coming back to the point, all these people have been named in the charge sheet, a very close associate, and it's the tip of the iceberg. Now, JMM is alleging that it's a vendetta politics, but where does vendetta politics happen?
Well, in fact, Latest news now coming in of Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma's helicopter making an emergency landing. That's the latest coming in. These are the images of the Chief Minister who's made an emergency landing near Umiam Lake. In fact, that's the latest visuals on our screens right now of that emergency landing that's taken place. Let's listen in. The Chief Minister has also spoken, narrating the I'm told that we're just playing out the video right now. We'll get you the latest details of the Chief Minister's helicopter, which has made an emergency landing near Umiam Lake. Now, that's due to the bad weather in the state of Meghalaya. In fact, the Chief Minister was on an official visit to his constituency when this incident, the emergency landing, has taken place. The visual that you see right now is from the very helipad where the emergency landing that had taken place. He's put out the details of the emergency landing that's taken place near the Umiam Lake. Let's listen in to what the Chief Minister had to say.
At least an hour to reach. So we diverted for safety reasons, and it's good. That's the most important part. Now we are stuck here, and then figure out how to get back to the city.
One car is enough, sir. We are walking slowly, sir. Towards college, towards new college.
I had gone yesterday. It's okay. Oh, so short story is my chopper got diverted here. We're supposed to land in Shillong, ALG. Okay. But weather is bad. So you can see now also. So there's very... So we were supposed to land in upper Shillong in ALG, but the weather was bad.
That's the latest now coming in from Shillong, where we give it to understand that the Chief Minister is currently in Umiam, where the emergency landing has taken place. He's now released a video soon after the emergency landing that took place near Umiam Lake, which is about 30 to 35 kilometers from the capital city of Shillong. On the other side, 3 days on Ureva owners are on the run in Gujarat. Their lawyers call bridge collapse an act of God. Caught on tape, SFI leader in Kerala issues a chilling threat to college principal. All this and much more on the other side.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Stories that we're tracking at this hour. The Enforcement Directorate has summoned Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren, asking him to appear in its Ranchi-based office for questioning in connection with the illegal mining case. The ED has asked him to appear tomorrow at 11 in the morning and also access the 162-page charge sheet of the Jharkhand illegal mining case. Prime Minister Modi will inaugurate 3,024 newly constructed economically weaker section flats in Delhi as part of an in-situ slum rehabilitation project at Kalkaji in Delhi. During the program at Vigyan Bhavan today, the slum dwellers at Bhumihin camp will also be handed over keys to the flats. Acting on a tip-off, Karimganj police launched an operation intercepting a drug-laden vehicle in Karimganj district. Police seized at least half a kilo of contraband heroin worth 5 crore rupees.
Information
मिला था कि एक DI गाड़ी में हीरोइन मिजोरम से पठागंडी एरिया में आ रहा था, तो उसी हिसाब से हमने एक ऑपरेशन लॉन्च किया। RK नगर पुलिस स्टेशन, राताबाड़ी पुलिस स्टेशन और पठागंडी पुलिस स्टेशन, ये तीनों पुलिस स्टेशन के स्टाफ के साथ हमने कई जगहों पे नाका डाला। नाका डालने के बाद वो नाका को क्रॉस करके वो पठागंडी के पास आ पहुंचा, तो वहाँ पे पठागंडी पुलिस स्टेशन के स्टाफ ने वो गाड़ी को इंटरसेप्ट करके हमने आसिमगंज के पास उनको पकड़ा। ड्राइवर फरार हो गया, लेकिन हम गाड़ी को अंदर सर्च करने के बाद हमें 52 सोप केसेस ऑफ सस्पेक्टेड हेरोइन मिला।
The crime branch has recovered illegal arms and ammunition, including 40 pistols and 36 magazines from Indore. Further investigations into the matter are underway. In the wake of incessant rains in Tamil Nadu, schools and colleges are to remain closed in regions including Chennai, Ranipet.
Well, where exactly are the owners of Oreva? In fact, now the regional municipal commissioner denies that there was no intimation that was given to him before signing this contract between Ajanta Oreva and a chief officer of the Nagarpalika. He says he doesn't even know such a contract exists. Listen.
मैं आपको बस ये बता रही हूँ डॉक्यूमेंट खोल के, जो कमिश्नर का और अजंता वगैरह का जो ये अग्रीमेंट हुआ था ना सर।
See, I'm not aware about the document which you are talking, so I cannot comment on that.
मैं आपको बता देती हूँ सर। This agreement that had been signed between Ajanta Overa and the Chief Commissioner of Nagarpalika, Mr. Sandeep Singh Jhala, उनका अंडर साइनी है वो ये अग्रीमेंट में, जिसके ऊपर बोला गया है
No, there is no post like chief commissioner.
Sorry?
It cannot be. There
Chief
is no
officer,
post like
I'm
chief
saying.
commissioner.
चीफ ऑफिसर।
हाँ, चीफ ऑफिसर हो सकता है।
हाँ हाँ। एंड उनके उस डॉक्यूमेंट में ही इज द अंडर साइनी अबाउट दिस अग्रीमेंट बिटवीन दैट कंपनी एंड द गवर्नमेंट कि इनका जो ब्रिज अब इनके ऊपर है मेंटेनेंस वगैरह का और रिकंस्ट्रक्शन का। तो सर ये जो सेक्शन 65 सब क्लॉज 2 है म्यूनिसिपैलिटी एक्ट का, उसके मुताबिक आप जो रीजनल कमिश्नर हैं तो आपकी सहूलियत ली गई थी इसमें?
In fact, see, I am not aware about the document which we are referring, right? So I have no idea about that. Basically, it might what it seems is that it might be an agreement between the chief officer and the agency.
Sir, but before handing over any such government property, there has to be, वही मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ कि under the Municipality Act, Section 65 and Subclause 2, Regional Commissioner of Municipality has to also be consulted, right?
Right now, I'm not aware about such any document that has been taken place between the chief officer Morbi and the agency. So I cannot comment on that right now.
अच्छा, पर मैं समझने के लिए आपको पूछ रही हूँ सर कि ये जो डॉक्यूमेंट अगर ऐसा है, हाइपोथेटिकली इफ वी ऑल्सो स्पीक कि अगर देयर इज सच एन अग्रीमेंट बिटवीन अ प्राइवेट कंपनी एंड द चीफ ऑफिसर, यू नीड टू ऑल्सो हैव बीन कंसल्टेड, राइट?
See, that there cannot be any hypothetical discussions, madam. So kindly excuse me. If there is anything concrete what is based on the government facts and things, we can talk on that.
The crime branch has recovered illegal arms and ammunition, including 40 pistols and 36 magazines from Indore. Further investigations into the matter are underway. In the wake of incessant rains in Tamil Nadu, schools and colleges are to remain closed in regions including Chennai, Ranipet and Tiruvallur. Several parts of the city are also witnessing water logging due to the continuous downpour. The national capital continues to breathe severely poor air as the overall air quality index stands at 354. Residents are trying to adjust with the AQI as it showed no signs of improvement and continued to plunge further over the days. Stories that we're tracking at this hour. The Enforcement Directorate has summoned Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren, asking him to appear in its Ranchi-based office for questioning in connection with the illegal mining case. The ED has asked him to appear tomorrow at 11 in the morning and also access the 162-page charge sheet of the Jharkhand illegal mining case. Prime Minister Modi will inaugurate 3,024 newly constructed economically weaker section flats in Delhi as part of an in-situ slum rehabilitation project at Kalkaji in Delhi. During the program at Vigyan Bhavan today, the slum dwellers at Bhumihin camp will also be handed over keys to the flats. Acting on a tip-off, Karimganj police launched an operation intercepting a drug-laden vehicle in Karimganj district. Police seized at least half a kilo of contraband heroin worth 5 crore rupees.
इन्फॉर्मेशन मिला था कि एक DI गाड़ी में हीरोइन मिजोरम से पठागंडी एरिया में आ रहा था, तो उसी हिसाब से हमने एक ऑपरेशन लॉन्च किया। RK नगर पुलिस स्टेशन, राताबाड़ी पुलिस स्टेशन और पठागंडी पुलिस स्टेशन, ये तीनों पुलिस स्टेशन के स्टाफ के साथ हमने कई जगहों पे नाका डाला। नाका डालने के बाद वो नाका को क्रॉस करके वो पठागंडी के पास आ पहुंचा, तो वहाँ पे पठागंडी पुलिस स्टेशन के स्टाफ ने वो गाड़ी को इंटरसेप्ट करके हमने आसिमगंज
3 days on, the Oreva owners are on the run in Gujarat. Their lawyers call bridge collapse an act of God. Days after Rajnath declared mission POK, Army says ready and waiting for government orders. NCR chokes. SAP in Delhi complains. SAP in Punjab washes hands off. They blame everyone but themselves as the stubble burning continues. Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren in big trouble, summoned by the Enforcement Directorate as proof emerges against him in illegal mining scam. Mamata response to CAA being implemented, claims says BJP raising issue due to elections. Investigation against the Wire picks up steam. Crime branch summons ex-employee of the Wire. All right, we are going back to the breaking news development in connection with the emergency landing of the chopper which was carrying Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. And these fresh pictures coming in show the kind of turbulence the flying machine faced due to bad weather, and the chopper had to land. In fact, it seems a visibly disturbed Chief Minister of Meghalaya coming out of the chopper after it has landed and making his way through the field where the helicopter made the emergency landing. And this was near the Umiam Lake where the emergency landing happened. We are getting these details and we'll try to connect with Anirudh, our correspondent for the Northeast. And he's live with us, in fact. Let's go to Anirudh. Anirudh, a close shave for Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. Can you tell us who all were with him? Where was he headed to? And when exactly did this bad weather emergency landing happen?
It was at around 4 p.m. in the evening today when the Meghalaya Chief Minister was traveling from Tura to Shillong, that due to inclement weather conditions, the helicopter couldn't make it to Upper Shillong, and the pilot advised that the helicopter be flown to Guwahati so that they can make a safe landing in Guwahati. However, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma insisted that since he have some scheduled meetings back in Shillong. He didn't wanted to come back to Guwahati and again travel from here, and insisted that the emergency landing be made in a suitable location near the Umiam Lake. And upon finding a suitable location, which was a football field in Umiam, the emergency landing was made, after which the Chief Minister in fact walked out of that place where the emergency landing was made, and he also saw a video where he described how the situation unfolded today during the crisis. It was really a close save for the Meghalaya Chief Minister, Abhishek.
Close shave there. Absolutely, close shave there for the Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. He was travelling from Tora, his constituency, which was also the constituency of his father, to the state capital Shillong when the emergency landing happened near Umiam Lake. Moving on, a breaking news development coming in connected with India's defence preparedness, and that's Defence Research and Development Organization has announced testing a ballistic missile interceptor, which is part of the ballistic missile defense program of the country, and the test firing was maiden flight. It was maiden flight of phase 2 of the ballistic missile development program that India has, and the interceptor took off from the Odisha coast. The flight test was carried out with participation of all BMD weapon system elements located at different geographical locations. The AD-1 is a long-range interceptor missile designed for both low exo-atmospheric and endo-atmospheric interception of long-range ballistic missiles as well as aircraft. It is propelled by a 2-stage solid motor and equipped with indigenously developed advanced control system, navigation and guidance algorithm to precisely guide the vehicle to the target. In the pictures you can see the interceptor missile, India developing its own ballistic missile defense system, even as of course we have procured the S-400 from Russia that are going to be integrated with our defense forces in a couple of years, beginning next year. Moving on, and that's breaking news development from down south. All right, we are going to the story from down south connected with the Students' Federation of India. CCTV footage accessed by Republic shows the SFI students wing of the Communist Party of India Marxists threatening a college principal. And the incident, it is learnt, has happened in Thrissur. In fact, at the Thrissur Maharajas Technical Institute, and the incident happened on October 25. In the pictures, you can clearly see the students threatening the principal and with those gestures, aggressive gestures, intimidating the in-charge principal of Thrissur Maharajas Technical Institute. In the video, the SFI leaders are seen threatening the principal, and is identified as Dr. P. Dilip, and this is inside his office. And right in the presence of 2 policemen, in fact. Let's go to Ashwin. He's reporting live with us from Kerala. Ashwin, that's some daring that the students threaten the school principal or college principal in the presence of policemen. Has some action been taken by the cops against these student leaders who are in the breach of all norms of decency and are threatening the principal?
Abhishek, in fact, today an incident has taken place where the videos have also been there, which clearly shows the principal has even been locked inside a college in Idukki district. Now, in that particular video which has surfaced today, this incident happened today. It clearly shows the SFI leaders, the Student Federation of India leaders, in fact locking the principal inside his very office, standing outside and threatening, making a very threatening slogans. And then when the police comes in, the police can be clearly seen pleading in front of the students to please open the door. And to that also, these Student Federation of India leaders, the left leaders, are saying, no, we will not open the door. This is being told to a policeman. Now, this is an incident that has happened today at a college in Idukki. And when we talk about this, nonetheless, we have to also speak about what we also broke to